Let's figure. Do we want to hang that?
We are. Hey,
That's what we were thinking.
What
if
if
there was,
oh, that's kind of dope. What if we laid it out here? Is that kind of dope?
yeah.
we could actually do this color.
I was thinking it would be cool if the shot, if you could have this closed and to do like the black silhouette, like he goes and opens. I wish it was hanging. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Shot button.
Yeah, man. That's
I'd bet.
So we get a little. I am Michael Mueller. I am the creative director and owner of Mueller Media and Wed by Michael, which is our wedding division. I am also the father and ringleader of this entire family. Is it? It's not on though, right? We'll just watch the battery. So Isaac, one thing you have to make sure you do each spot that we go is identify your outlets, because after we film in here, this specifically, we're gonna have to keep batteries charging on that because it's got less than an hour lifetime on each one.
I'm pretty much like the roadie. I help with all the equipment and stuff. I know where everything is. When someone needs something, to call me.
Dude, are you trying to do the Westbrook? Is that Mr.
What
Assist?
was it? Let me see the assist move.
I didn't even do nothing.
Okay. Yes.
I'm Kimberly, I'm Mike's wife, and I help out with the business. I sometimes sit in for makeup and hair, Mike's secretary, Mike's voice of reason, because he has a little hot head sometimes. And I also assist with, some of the photography and the filming and scheduling and trying to keep everybody on track day of.
Look, I just got a really cool shot with David and the groomsmen.
Oh, coming down them stairs? Yeah.
He could be right in the middle and then have 12 down on one side and 12
Look,
down on
what
the
about
other.
them all going to the bar and doing a shot together?
The thing is the hotel, just, if you're not having your wedding here, you cannot, so anything we do has to be like.
Through the glass? Hey, that'd be kind of cool filming through it.
But you got if you put them on the stairs, you got all these chairs, there's too much it doesn't compose right.
My name is Matt Still, and Mike and I got involved when I was actually going to propose to my wife, and I was looking for somebody that had experience in film and could put together a video for me, and I knew his wife, and she kind of put us together, and we did my proposal, and lo and behold, we had no idea what was going to come from that. And of course, it went viral, crazy viral. And once that happened, we started to think, we were like, gosh, we started getting all these emails from people from all over the world that wanted either proposals or wedding videos done. And it was something that we both really enjoyed. So we decided to partner together and work on that together.
So my wife, Kimberly, she is definitely the glue of the family. She keeps us all together. She keeps us level. She's the most balanced out of us. I'm way over here. I have Isaac, who is definitely the cool guy in the group. He's very mellow, very smooth. He doesn't, if he's intimidated, he doesn't show it. If he's nervous, he doesn't show it. He's just very cool as the other side of the pillow.
The other members of my family are very supportive and are up for whatever I want to do. They're gonna have my back and very loving and caring.
Then there's London, the toddler, who is probably the breath of fresh air. He hasn't been exposed to anything negative in this world. He's just carefree like most toddlers are. He speaks Mandarin / Chinese / Babel.
I think what makes our family different is because Mike has such a wide range of talents, that he's always into different projects, and then we just get kind of pulled into those projects. So we're always on new, neat little adventures.
Yeah.
Good idea.
That'll be super, yeah, and I can do like a push-in shot. Our dynamic in our family, where I feel we're dramatically different, is that we're very raw, we're uncensored. There's nothing off topic. We will, if it's cussing, there's cussing. If there's, I just feel like this approach in parenting and going in is not blanketing my kids from everything. I feel like this is the real world, this is what it's gonna be, no sugarcoating, raw, right to the point. And I do that on every aspect, whether it's teenage issues, toddler issues, husband-wife issues, straight to the point.
No, I definitely was not into any of this, and actually Mike wasn't either when we met. And funny story, about 2 weeks before we got married, Mike came to me and said that he found a wonderful deal on a camera on Craigslist.
My wife was not really on board because we were about to get married.
I really wanted to kind of kill him, but being new wife, soon to be new wife, I didn't want to, crush his dreams or say no.
But I bought the camera with her blessing, and guess what? I bought the camera. Nothing was that simple. It was not Michael Bay overnight, and I was determined to figure this out and overcome the process. So that's where it originally started, was buying a camera, learning that it's actually an art and there's education that goes behind all these photos and filming. So that's where it started for me. We're just staging the room right now, so.
See, that'd be kind of a cool. Mike, how's that gonna look with the lighting?
Our day-to-day life is completely unexpected, it's random, and my family never knows when I'm gonna walk in the door and say, hey, I had this phone call, or hey, we're doing this weekend.
I think our day-to-day life is pretty normal. We both work full-time jobs, and we come home and do dinner and give the baby a bath.
I usually come home from school around 4 o'clock, do whatever homework I have then. He usually comes home around 6:30. We'll all have dinner as a family.
Our weekends are a whole different story. We always have something going on the weekends, so weekends are always very, very, very busy. We never have a down weekend.
And it's, one day we could be out doing a wedding, the next weekend we could be doing a music video, the next day we could be doing a proposal, one weekend I might have doing a short film. So it's totally random, and they never know what to expect. I like to keep them guessing. You're killing me, Smalls. No, you can use Waze. Do you have the Waze app? It's the experience. A lot of people, I'm a huge dream chaser, right? And I want to instill that in my boys and instill that in my wife that, hey, if you think it, you can be it. And that doesn't go to say that there's not a lot of work that goes along with that, but I don't want to sacrifice. A lot of people feel like if you chase your dreams, you have to sacrifice time with your family. And in my scenario, I bring my family along for the ride. In your moving shots, it's all about the depth. So it's like, you see how that looks though? You're coming off the wall, so you're really capturing the movement. And boom. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. So my dreams are there to show them that they can chase their dreams, and I'm not sacrificing all these hours away from my home and being away from my family. They're right there along with the ride. I'm getting their input, I'm getting their advice.
My favorite thing I love about all the craziness is I love all the new adventures that we get to go on. I love being at people's special moments, their photography shoots. Usually it's either a wedding or an engagement, anniversary, a family photo shoot. Love filming weddings. I just love being in happy moments like that and sharing that with other people and meeting new people. Should we move that basket?
I don't think he's getting it.
All right, man, let me get my shot here.
Did you already get this one?
No, I gotta get it. David and Kimbar's wedding by far, in all my years of doing weddings, it was like a fairy tale. It was, I mean, textbook fairy tale. It was absolutely magical from beginning to end. I don't think there was any detail left undone.
It was gorgeous. The best way I can describe it is something that you see in a movie, like maybe mafia families, you know, throwing a wedding for their son or daughter. I mean, it just was extravagant. Every single detail was just over the top, just absolutely gorgeous.
It seemed expensive. The David and Kimbar wedding seemed expensive. It was filmed at the Swan House, which was in the Hunger Games, and it was hard to get in there. Even being the photography, it was still kind of hard to get in there, but it was good.
The most stressful part was access to the venue itself. The Swan House is part of the Atlanta Historical Center. It's also where the Hunger Games was filmed for President Snow's mansion. And they just don't let people drive up in there, regardless if you're with a wedding or not. So we got there was a long delay getting in. We ended up having to go around back by this restaurant and kind of coming in a back way, which was blocked off, and we had to put everything on a cart and then bring all the gear in and kind of stage it in an area which for me is a public area, so just to leave gear and come back and go, it was uncomfortable just because you're trying to get things done, but you're also trying to get things set up. So it kind of put us back in a delay. Nobody?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I keep hoping that he's going to be there. One thing that Mike and I have to do is we have to plan for the unexpected. We have to plan for things to go perfect, and we have to plan for everything that can go wrong. And we always go into every proposal or wedding thinking that everything is going to go wrong. So that way we're never really caught off guard. David being late to the wedding, or David not really to the wedding, but being late to what we needed for him to be there for, while it was an inconvenience, it wasn't something that we weren't prepared for. And we're always able to adapt and overcome any kind of situation like that because we do plan for those things. All right, well, look, do you want to set up that shot now? And I'll go down there and stop him so that's a one-shotter.
No, he's not dressed.
I know, but you don't want to get him coming to get dressed. He's wearing a suit.
He's supposed to be waking up.
He's suited up.
It's supposed to be waking up and getting ready. He's not supposed to be already dressed and functional for that.
I got you.
Start filming. I can't even process. I'm just trying to worry about getting.
Text him and be like, I know this is your day, but you're on my time. Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't encourage that, Matt.
Hey, what's up, buddy? I was just checking on you to see what time you're going to get up here at so we can get you knocked out and then you can resume your activities. Okay. Ciao. He's on his way up. So hopefully David will get up here. We can knock him out in 45 minutes and move up to the bride. Cause
sweet.
I want to definitely get footage of us up with the bride. We're falling behind. I have to get to the bride.
Well, Arch, what did David say?
We're gonna get in here. We're gonna 1, 2, 3.
David is a leisure man. He takes his time.
The groom, he was very quirky. He was very funny, but it was a cute funny. He was kind of, I think he was nervous, so that's what came out instead of some cry and whatever. But he was just acting funny.
Let's get you down to a white T-shirt, something not too provocative.
Okay.
Just maybe.
Don't have a white T-shirt.
What do you have? What do you?
Let's see.
What I want to do is get you basically like you just got out of bed, and we're going to have you starting to prep in the shower.
Okay.
No. I think the first shot we're going to do, Matt, is that opening up shot. So I'm going to just go ahead and
Opening this up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to look sick.
So when going into a wedding and you're figuring out from a filming aspect the different types of shots and things you want to get, you typically I would have a quote unquote shot list of things I would definitely need to capture, but you don't really know until you walk into the room what that room looks like. How are you going to capture it? I know I need to get their groom getting ready, but I don't necessarily know what his room looks like, or the bride getting ready, or her getting her dress on, and who's going to be there to assist her. So there is the overall big picture of what you need to get, but a lot of it is coming in, assessing your environment and what is going to look aesthetic on camera. So David, what you're going to do is just go through the motions of getting dressed, putting piece by piece. So what's
Wearing any underwear in the suit.
for this, you're going to leave your underwear on. So, yeah, for this, we're gonna ask you to just keep it on. It's not about what you walk into the room and see, but what you see in the frame at that time. So, a lot of it, like I said, overall you have your big picture shot list, but at the end of the day, when you walk into the environment and it's the first time you're getting access to it, you really have to think on the spot. Action. And just keep posing. I'm just gonna go up.
I love weddings. I love seeing all the happy brides and grooms and sharing those moments.
The most stressful part of filming a wedding is that you only get one shot and that you can't go back and try to get it again. So if you don't hit the record button, it's gonna suck.
With other television shows or that kind of thing, there's cuts and there's retakes, but when it comes to weddings or proposals, it's a one shot, one kill kind of thing. So if you mess up on that one shot, then that's it. There is no retakes.
It's like 8 Mile. You only get one shot. You know what I mean? And you're focused. You have your bride cam, you have your groom cam, and then you have your wide cam of everything. And there's this moment when the bride enters, and for the most part, it's the first time, except for the bridesmaids, of them seeing her. So you want to capture those reactions when she comes in and her dress is flawless.
What are you trying to figure out right now? Like what kind of shot?
Shots we can pull out of this. I feel like I wait until it's like a little bit more where we can stage, just to make it look aesthetic, you know?
Right, so I got
But kind of the chaos is kind of cool too.
I like
though.
the chaos in bridesmaids because that's what it always looks like. Oh, this is cute.
All the mimosas and
Let me get through here real quick. And what is the groom's reaction to seeing her, fully done up? That's probably, in most cases, the most dressed up someone's gonna be in their life is at their wedding. So the reaction of not necessarily just the groom, but the father of the groom.
That can get a little tricky, trying to get everybody on the same page, especially a younger bride and groom, because they're young and they're very energetic and excited, and so sometimes it's hard to get everybody on the same page, but at the same time, it makes an interesting day.
It's gonna unveil. Close the heavy drapes too. Let's do that slower.
I've already established that I don't have any love.
All right, and be suave now. Action. David, open the doors all the way, and then, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me have you just walk, hold on 1 second. Perfect. There's no do-overs. So and because there's so many different cameras, I have my team. I have I have Kim running the camera, I have Isaac running camera. If it's more cameras than I have, you know, good friends I go to put them there, but at the end of the day, I got to trust them to make sure that, are you recording? Are you in focus? Are you framed up right?
You know, I find myself manning a camera even though I'm not really sure what I'm doing. You know? So I always lean on Mike for that. Like, hey man, what do I need to do here? How do I need to, you know, what kind of settings do I need to do for this camera? But that's what's great about it. You know, I love learning the aspects of in front and behind the camera, and I think it's, I think somebody needs to be knowledgeable in both aspects.
Oh, good job, Matt.
You got a little St. Regis little advertisement right there.
Some of the challenges for me is making sure where everything is and making sure I'm doing my job.
So to me, the most rewarding part of being, you know, involved in someone's wedding is just being able to give them that gift of pictures or that gift of video. You know, just knowing that's something that they will have for the rest of their life. A lot of our clients, they will actually watch their video on their anniversaries, and I think that's so special.
My favorite part about doing this is just the raw emotion of the moments. You know, and you know, like you said, it really is. It's a one shot, one kill kind of opportunity. I mean, for a wedding, for example, when the bride's coming down, you know, everybody is always looking at the bride, but not me. I always look at the groom. I always want to see the groom's reaction of when the first moment that he sees his bride walking towards him. You know, that to me, that moment right there is the best moment of any wedding.
I don't know what we were going to be able to hang it on.
You hang it right here, but
That ledge, the same thing that we hung the, you're gonna turn the hook.
Yeah, I got you. And then grab the bottom.
Do you want it forward or backwards?
Forward, forward, forward.
Glad I'm done with that.
Oh, these are so your jackets. Yeah, I can see the black.
On a wedding day, from the time I wake up till the time I go to sleep, you're constantly on. And whether it's a wedding or any other project, usually and typically in my line of work, it's an all-day thing. So at the end of a wedding day, I come home, honestly, I really have to gather up the energy just to bring my gear in for a safety aspect that no one's gonna break in my vehicle and take my gear.
At home, I get in trouble with my wife all the time because if I'm focused on something, I will get loud, I will get angry, and she kind of knows just to let things go. But when I'm working with Mike, he's the exact same way. So we kind of feed off of each other, you know, and we kind of get it. You know, I think that's really rare, and I think that's one thing that makes our partnership so magical, is because I don't get angry when he gets mad like that, because I'm probably feeling the exact same way. So we kind of balance each other out on that aspect, you know, even though we're both on that level, we get it.
When I put something in my pocket and I realize I misplaced it, I'm like, oh man, that's when I know I'm gonna hear it.
That looks really good.
Yeah, I wanted to get a picture of myself.
Here, is that, I'm gonna pull it closer to me. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I think the most challenging is making sure that you're capturing all of the moments for both. You know, making sure you're getting all the pictures that you need for the photography end of it, and also capturing all of the video for the film. So that, to me, that's the most challenging, is making sure that you're getting the entire angle, all angles.
Every detail from the venue to the decor to the way they had their ceremony set up, it was, like I said earlier, it was an absolute fairy tale, is what made it unforgettable. And when you look back at the film, it was outdoors, so how many ceremonies have you seen where you get to fly a drone in, and I mean, it's this huge epic facility that has been in movies, and it's part of the historic center of Atlanta. I mean, it lives and breathes like an actual movie. And how many people get to say at the end of the day that my wedding was at the same location, you know, $100 million movie was filmed at? You know what I mean? Like, I think just from beginning to end, the detail and the decor and the location was just absolutely phenomenal. By far the most luxurious wedding I've ever captured. I'm blessed enough to have this as a career during the day and after hours and on the weekends. So literally live and breathe video and photography.